Hello again, everybody. And yeah, this time Batcha Platoon on Lakeville. I am with Yurni again, who is still a German Bob. As I was recommending in my Lakeville guide, which you should definitely be watching if you haven't done that yet. I'm gonna go spot from the middle at the beginning, especially since they have an even 100 and a mouse. Like, this is perfect situation to go spotting, right? They have an even 100, they have a mouse, which is like guaranteed spotting damage nearly. If I go aggressive, they don't have too many tier 10 mediums. They only have one scout, and there's no archer to take me out. Okay. So yeah, I managed to spot the grid on the crossing, but I'm not loaded yet. Kind of happens. I'm running 25 APCR and 5 feet on the bat shot. In all honesty though, currently in randoms I think anything between 30 APCR and 20 APCR 10 heat is completely viable. Maybe even more heat if you're that kind of a guy. But then I don't really see the point anymore, since heat is kind of also more expensive. Okay, so finally get some spots, something I can also shoot at. I wait. Do you see? I shot exactly when he was at just at 445 or just over 445 meters, which means that he's still spotted by me, but I'm not spotting anymore, and mainly since at 445 meters you can't spot anymore, yeah? Or over that rather, 446. But it means also mainly that I'm not going to get spotted for shooting him. Same as that mouse, yeah? I was 450 meters away when I shot him. There is literally no way he could have spotted me. Obviously someone else could have, but yeah. Managed to kill the E100, damage the mouse quite strongly. I can't keep the mouse spotted because of the M41 coming. But I see him coming, I just hug the rock, stay completely safe, and hope / trust into my that my team's gonna kill him. And then, since the M41 spotted me, right, it's quite likely that some enemy is gonna blind shoot me quite soon, so I don't peek out right after. I'm actually just gonna drive away. At this point my plan was to go city with Yurni, but then I kind of see the 129 push happening, and I figured, like, I'm right here, I just reloaded, let's go there and, you know, shoot some things. Since shooting some things is quite good, yeah. And drive up here. This doesn't really count as a boost here, you can do this like anything really. Or even like an E100. And then start raining in from above. Try hitting that VK's cupola, but miss it with the first one. Bounce it with the second one? Wow, I didn't even remember that. See that I have to get out. Although there is a 907 and Journey and a T49 for whatever that's worth coming in. I'm considering reloading, but then I decide, like since the 907's here using his turret, I can probably, and most of them just fired, I can probably sneak in some shells, and want to rather do that basically. But yeah, Yurni puts one into the VK. I snap in another, and even one more? No, I'll bounce off his capote again. Not the best aim, but still quite surprising. Anyway, I'm reloading. Shot 10 shells at this point. I get 2 full clips. Our team is pushing to the other side, but suddenly, like, look at this, right? This actually doesn't look like it has to go well. Which is quite interesting. I think like the enemy team is everywhere. But that's really the nice thing about these games where you don't have like 3 archers and 3 scouts. There's actually tanks on the map, right, and HP and fights going on. Instead of you just pushing through 2 tanks and then you're in the enemy RT and you just get clicked into down. Anyway, not to ITD count and so on either. More gaming if you're listening. This game needs more mediums than heavies. Peppa. Anyway, managed to finally take him out in the capola. One of the reasons I wanted to get up here also was to shoot that T69 over there. Although I managed to bounce one on a weird angle on his engine deck, but I managed to take him out then. Because I figured I was gonna, with a crossfire between me and the T54, he wasn't gonna be able to stay safe. That was gonna be a free kill. So okay, score 6-4, we managed to clean that up. My team should be able to clean up the KV4 and just does so. I'm considering going middle to get side shots in there, but then all of a sudden it looks like my team there is gonna die even before I'm gonna reload. We can actually look if how correct or wrong I am about that. But I decided that we're better off actually at this point going for their base and just forcing them to come back with maybe Uranus shooting them in the back or whatever. Maybe it's debatable to be honest. But yeah. I wanted to support this 907 so. Like we did do 3.4k damage and 2.2k assist damage, right? Spot damage mainly at the beginning of the 100 and mouse. And we're still full knife, so it's not like the game is going too badly. But all of a sudden the score is 7-8. Probably even 7-9. I could have actually gotten some shots in if I would have gone middle, yeah, true, at this point. But still, I don't think it's too bad I went over here. Anyway, I started clipping the Ferdinand in the back, putting in 2 shells. And then deciding not to waste my last shell on him, but then no one else shoots him. So I'm like, okay, whatever. The mouse shoots me, but I don't want to waste my red kit. I see that I have shots on pilots there, and I figure I should be unspotted at this point, more or less. So I might as well shoot my last shells, although obviously I'm not. Anyway, reloading. Or at least not fully, I don't know. Maybe he blind shot me, could be. I decided that at this point I'm better off running away and coming in the ass of the enemy. I've got 6 APCR shells and 5 heat shells left, which is really actually quite low. And you're also going to start seeing, by the way, why I sometimes or quite often prefer running through the APCR, at least in randoms. Because right now, for example, if I shoot 2 shells and I reload, either I'm reloading 4 APCR shells, right, or I have to shoot heat, which quite often is not the ammo you want to shoot. And it gets even worse if you start shooting like heat shells and then you have like half a heat clip left and half an APCR clip left. And well, right, either loading is quite bad. And well, Batchet is really one of those tanks where I run out of ammo quite commonly, or at least get low on ammo quite commonly. Right. Anyway, we're gonna push into the back of the city. You're only still in the middle. So basically, my idea right now is to kind of play this like Clan Wars, right? We have the map control in the middle. Hopefully, someone can cap or put in some pressure there, and then I can come in the ass and maybe clean them up in the back, or if they're coming back to decap, shoot them or whatever, and then get all the angles. And I could also clean out anyone. I don't know. Yeah, you get the idea. Anyway, I see the mouse there. I see I have side shots. I'm debating whether I should like. The reason I'm aiming for 3 years is not because I'm not sure if I'm gonna hit. It's like I wanna make super sure I don't waste any shells, right? I do waste 1 shell, but anyway, the first one penned and sets him on fire, so that's quite nice. And I've got 3 shells left. And this is exactly what I mean, right? Now if I would reload, I would reload just 4 APCR shells. Well, if I didn't have any heat, well, I would have 9 APCR left and would reload that. Anyway, I decided to put my last shells into that VK in the side, making sure I aim well. Getting in all 3 shells, but not being able to finish him off, obviously. But that's still quite good. And obviously now I'm going to load my heat clip. Uni's still in the middle trying to do what he can, but he's getting quite locked down, I think, or at least I fear. That's kind of also why I didn't want to go there personally. At that point in the game, is because I feel like what I was worried of going in the middle, like when I pushed Valley, yeah, quite a while ago now, is that if the enemy would have kept pushing here, you can really get locked down behind that rock if you don't run in time, and it can be really tricky to run in time if you have no one spotting here, which would have been the case. But anyway, I know I have to be super careful here, but I really know I also have to get something done because our 907 kind of died. And basically my plan here is to get in their backs and just start doing some damage, right? Taking out some guys here or there. I'm considering how to drive here at best. That's why I'm taking forever. I'm also talking to Urinate to make sure he's loaded at that point, and I'm asking him to respot the mouse, which he does. So that's cool. Keepo. Anyway, getting in here. And then the gorilla shoots me and appears over there, just before I'm able to kill the mouse in the back. I decided to go for the gorilla because I kind of think I have no other choice to try and win this game. Because if I don't manage to kill the gorilla now, I will never, basically. But then I bounce 2 times off his upper plate, like a bob, and die. So that's that. Urinate over there. I don't know, I would show you the rest of this replay, but I don't actually think it's that super fascinating. Because we basically lose slowly, although we can let it run for a bit. But I'm going to show you the post-game stats in just a second, yeah? Basically what happens is they push here and here at the same time, these guys run away, in the end like our 4 tanks end up camping in like this and this, and the enemy is everywhere. Gurney is too bad to carry me, so I have to do everything on myself, on my own, and since I'm dead I can't. Kappa. So yeah, I'm taking platoon mid applications. If anyone can carry better than a Gurney, Kappa. Nah, just joking. But anyway, let's have a look at the post-game stats. Before we finish this off. So yeah, it's a defeat. I only got a 2nd class, although I got a high caliber, but honestly I don't quite understand the 2nd class, because I did do like nearly 8,000 damage, right? And although 8,000 damage isn't game breaking, especially in the loss, I mean I nearly ran out of ammo, but first of all, I think 8,000 damage should be worth a bit more, like, go on. Can you... Anyway, doesn't really make sense to me, like the proportionality here. But aside from that, I hope you enjoyed this video, because I really think that I had some really good moves that way, right? At the beginning, going middle was the correct thing to do. We got a shitload of spots. We got a free kill on the U100. We then went Valley, got the third and then killed, and like completely wrecked their push right together with Yurni and all the other guys. And then kept moving around. Got some more guys out and so on the VK, you know, the clip on the side of the VK, the shots on the mouse and so on. And it really looked like I was maybe going to be able to do the 10k damage carry, but oh well, RNG said no. Some bad place by me too. Stuff happens. Anyway, we ended up doing 7,853 damage, 3 kills, and 2,200 spotting. Yurni did also nearly, well, 1,900 spotting and 5,600 damage. Also not too bad, was at 907, also doing its best, and getting another 3,000 spotting. But the rest of our team basically didn't exist, right? I mean, like the gorilla camped a bit, but that's about it. So yeah, good job to the enemy team, I guess. With their damage just being way more spread out, actually. Like, really, no one even carried there, right? Like, but, yeah, they won in the end. I still made 9,000 credit, thanks to, I don't know, whatever achievements means. But, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you remember to like and subscribe, as always, because, well, you want to support me. And deactivate adblock too, because, again, you know, you want me to make videos. I like making a tiny bit of money out of these videos. But yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye bye, everyone.